Hi and welcome to this DCP web tutorial. In today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to create a bar graph using LibreOffice Calc 6. So let's go ahead and open up LibreOffice. So we're using the latest version, version 6. We've got a blank spreadsheet here, and there's various ways you can create charts for various types of information, but I'm just going to make a basic example here just to show you how you can create these charts. So a bar chart. So let's type in cost type here, and then in here we're going to write first quarter. We'll copy this and paste it here 4 times or 3 times, and we'll write second, we'll write third, and we'll write fourth. So down here we're going to have our types of cost, and these represent the different durations throughout the year. So the first 3 months, then the next 3, then the next 3, and the next 3. So the year's being separated into increments of 3 months, you could say, to make the 12 months in total. So down here we want to type in some cost, let's say for a business, but you could do this for personal, you could do it for different things. So the cost type down here could be your gas, electric bills, your rent, your food bills, your travel bills for your personal, or it could be business related. So in this case we'll do something as an example as a business. So let's say we have some office costs, right? To rent out an office, we have some office costs, we have a mobile phone, we have some internet costs. What else do we have? Maybe we've got some travel costs, we have to travel. We have some staff, so we have some staff wages. Maybe we've got a bookkeeper that does our bookkeeping, so we have to pay them some money as well. So these are some basic examples of costs in our business. There's many more, but as an example, let's just say that these are the ones that we want to track. So I'm going to highlight columns B, so I'm going to left click on B and drag across, holding down the mouse button to highlight all of these 4 columns here. So then I can right click and format cell, format all of these columns and make them a currency. Now I can type in currency values here. So let's say our office cost was £600, and normally your office costs are going to stay pretty much the same because that's what you agreed to pay. So that would really work out as £200 a month, because this is 1 quarter, so this is 3 months representing 3 months, so you can see each quarter. Let's say our mobile phone is £90 a quarter, and internet is 45, and we spend 200 on travel and 3,000 on wages and 300 on bookkeeping. So I want to, in order to display this information a bit more accurately, I want to change some of these figures in here. So we could say our mobile phone cost changes in each quarter. Maybe we spend a little bit more, we make more phone calls, maybe we spend a little bit less. So we want to change some of this information. Our internet cost should really be pretty static. Travel might change, right? You may go places more in some weeks and some months and not on the others. So we'll change this information here. And wages, maybe you've taken on another member of staff and your wages will increase as well. And bookkeeping will probably be quite static. So let's just say that this is the information we want to create a chart from. So I'm going to left click on cost type here in the top corner. I'm going to hold down my mouse button, left click, and I'm going to drag all the way across and highlight all this information here. So we can consider these to be our header titles, and then this is the information that we want to create into a chart. Now to do this is very easy. All we do is click on insert chart right here, and when we do that, this little pop-up will appear, and as default it's always going to select columns. So normally this type of chart and this type of information you display in columns, or you display it in a bar going across, so you can see the figures, so you can see how much money we've spent, and it's just a visual illustration of how much money you spent in each quarter on these particular things. So you can see the wages are going up because you've taken on more staff, but if you looked at, I don't know, your income, your business income, maybe you'll see that going up as well. So maybe that could have been a piece of information in here as well, how much you've generated every at the end of every quarter. That would have been nice to know, and then that could be reflected in here as well. But that's kind of different. This is more about how much you spent, let's say. So let's stick with columns. So columns and bars are very similar. It's just one's horizontal, one's going to be vertical, but we use this as the example. And really, data range, data set, data series, and chart elements. So these two are already done for you. The reason why the points 1 and 2 are done already is because you highlighted the information, and the information you've highlighted, the software understands that these are going to be titles, and the information underneath is going to be your data series. So it will do that for you. So all you really got to do is go to chart elements, and you can put in a title, and we can say something like yearly cost. And then this legend, we call this a legend, down the side here, you can put that on the left. You can have it on the left side here, you can have it on the right, you can even have it at the top, or you can have it at the bottom, like that if you like. Maybe that's kind of a good example, or maybe we'll just leave it on the right side for now. And then in here we could type something like 2018. So then we know it's 2018 year, that's the year that this chart represents. And then we've got the x-axis, which will go across the bottom. We can call this cost type, like here, cost type, that will be down here. And then on the y-axis going down this side, we can put amount, and that will get displayed here. So we can click finish now, and we can double click outside of the chart. So we just double click outside somewhere, and then when we click on the chart one more time, we can then grow the chart, make it a bit bigger on the page. You can just reposition it by dragging it, and you can see the information quite clearly. So that's pretty much it. You can go ahead now and experiment and play around with charts and see which chart represents your information the best. And that's how you quickly create charts using LibreOffice Calc 6. Okay, I hope you find that tutorial useful, and I look forward to seeing you on the next DCP web tutorial.